in the barren, sun-scorched caves near the Dead Sea, a discovery was made that was unlike any other. For decades, archaeologists and scholars had unearthed fragile scrolls of parchment and papyrus, fragments of ancient religious texts. But in 1952, in a cave now known as Cave 3, they found something completely different. It wasn't a text, it was a treasure map. This wasn't just any map, though. Instead of brittle paper, this one was etched onto a sheet of nearly pure copper. This is the legendary Copper Scroll, one of the most enigmatic and tantalizing of all the Dead Sea Scrolls. While its companions spoke of scripture and community rules, the Copper Scroll spoke of something far more worldly: gold, silver, and unimaginable wealth. Imagine the scene: two large, rolled-up sections of green oxidized copper. So fragile they couldn't be unrolled without shattering. Scientists had to meticulously cut the scroll into 23 separate strips just to read its secrets. And what they found was astounding. The text is a listed detailed inventory of 64 locations scattered throughout ancient Judea. But this isn't your typical X marks the spot kind of map. The descriptions are cryptic, almost like riddles. It speaks of treasures hidden in the water conduit, in the cave of the old washer's house, or in the salt pit that is under the steps. And the quantities are staggering. We're talking about tons of gold and silver vessels and precious priestly garments. If the amounts are to be believed, the total value would be in the billions of dollars today. So, where did all this treasure come from? This is where the story gets even more fascinating. One of the most prominent theories is that this isn't just any random fortune. It's the legendary lost treasure of the Second Temple in Jerusalem. Think about it. Around 70 CE, the Roman army sacked Jerusalem and destroyed the temple. It's entirely possible that, knowing the Romans were coming, priests and officials created this coded list to hide the temple's vast wealth, hoping to one day recover it and rebuild. The language of the scroll itself is a puzzle. It's written in a unique form of Hebrew, different from the other scrolls, almost like a secret dialect. It uses Greek letters as code for certain locations, adding another layer of mystery. This isn't just a list, it's an incredible example of early Hebrew coded writing and complex treasure mapping designed to be understood only by a select few. Now, the billion-dollar question: has any of the treasure been found? The answer so far is no. Archaeologists and treasure hunters have been searching for decades, trying to decipher the clues and pinpoint the locations. The problem is that the landscape has changed dramatically over 2,000 years. Landmarks mentioned in the scroll, like the tomb of Zadok or the pillar in the two-halled cistern, are now lost to time. What was once a familiar path for someone in 50 CE is now a historical cold case. Some scholars argue the treasure is purely fictional, a piece of folklore meant to inspire hope. But why go to the trouble of engraving such a detailed list onto expensive, durable copper if it was just a story? The sheer effort and cost involved suggest the treasure was very, very real. The scroll itself is a treasure, a direct link to the desperate hopes and hidden secrets of a world on the brink of collapse. Today, you can see the original, carefully preserved strips of the copper scroll at the Judean Museum in Amman. It stands as a silent testament to a fortune lost and a puzzle yet to be solved. The search continues, fueled by the tantalizing promise etched into that ancient metal. Each new archaeological dig in the Judean desert carries the faint hope that maybe, just maybe, they'll stumble upon a clue that finally unlocks the secret of the copper scroll. Thank you so much for joining me on this treasure hunt through history. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe for more adventures into the past, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.